Hello everyone, it's Living Online here for Server.pro, and today I'll be showing you how to download a Jojo's Bizarre Adventure data pack on your server. This data pack is based off of the original Jojo's Bizarre Adventure manga and anime. It adds a lot of new features such as stand arrows, stand discs, and a ton of different stands. It's crucial to mention that to be able to see a lot of these data packs, animations, and features, you need to have Optifine installed on your client. You also need to make sure that you go to Settings, Languages, and turn on the JJBA pack language. After you've done all that, enter your world and use the command /reload so the changes take effect. To get started in this data pack, you'll need to get a stand. To do that, you'll need to craft a stand arrow with this recipe. To start the stand awakening process, you need to shoot yourself with the arrow or put it in your offhand slot. When you do that, you'll receive a withering effect for 12 seconds. If you survive these 12 seconds, you'll get a random stand, but you also have a chance of dying. If you die, you'll have to craft another stand arrow and try again. As you can see though, I survived and a stand head popped up in my inventory. To summon the stand, all you have to do is look straight up or down whilst holding the stand head. You should hear a sound effect to indicate the stand has spawned. If you press F5 as well, you'll see it behind you. There are active and passive stand abilities. Active abilities are usually activated by holding your head and pressing certain keys. If you want to find out more about your stand's specific abilities, you should head to the official download page. The link will be in the description. There you'll be able to read about the 27 different stands you can acquire. You'll also be able to check out all of the recipes you need to craft items in this data pack. Lastly, you can upgrade your stands in this pack since your stand is initially very weak. You can do this using a stand upgrader, which you can craft like this. You'll require levels and experience to upgrade the stand stats, but if you want to unlock new abilities for your stand, you'll need to craft 2 specific items. You can find out more about the items you can get in this data pack on the official download page. But I bet you're now wondering how you can download this data pack. Well, I'll be showing you how to do just that in the next segment, so stay tuned. Firstly, you can use the link in the description to get to the official download page. If you scroll down, you can either click this button to download the data pack for 1.18 plus, or scroll down to the very bottom where you have the option of downloading it for 1.17 and 1.16 as well. I want to download the data pack for 1.18 plus, so I'll be pressing on its corresponding download button. Then you should press continue to be redirected to a Mediafire page. All you have to do there is click the blue download button for the data pack zip to be downloaded. Since there's also a required resource pack we need, you want to go back to the Planet Minecraft page. There, click on the resource pack download, press continue once more, and on the Mediafire page, press on the blue download button. Once the resource pack zip is downloaded, we recommend you move both zips to a place where you can easily access, for example, your desktop. For this step, you're going to have to go to the Server.pro website and access your server control panel from there. At the dashboard, make sure that the server version matches the datapack version to ensure no complications. Since I downloaded the datapack for 1.18 plus, my server is set to 1.18.1. If you downloaded the datapack for another version though, make sure the server version is the same. Before proceeding to the next step, quickly confirm that the server is offline. Firstly, I'll be showing you how to upload the data pack onto a world you've already created. This data pack doesn't require you to make a new world, but if you're interested in that, I'll be showing you how to create a brand new world with the data pack enabled after. What you're going to do first is head to the Files tab. Click on the World folder and then the Data Packs folder. Here's where you're going to drag the Jojo's Bizarre Adventure data pack zip you downloaded at the beginning of the video. And that's it, the data pack is uploaded onto your world. However, if you're interested in creating a brand new world with the data pack enabled, you're going to want to head to the Worlds tab. Here's where you're going to create a brand new world. You can set your world name and adjust world settings as usual, just make sure the world name doesn't have spaces or special characters. However, below you'll also see a button labeled Upload Data Packs. Simply click the Select Files button and then navigate to the area you saved the Jojo's Bizarre Adventure data pack zip to. Once you've found it, press Open and then Create World. It'll take a second for the files to upload, but when that's done, you should go into the Files tab. Double click on your world folder and then go into the Data Packs folder. If you see the data pack zip inside, it means you followed these steps correctly. Now that the data pack is uploaded onto the server, we have to make sure the resource pack is also installed. To do that, you'll want to head back to the Files tab. Then open up the Server.properties file and look for the line saying resource pack. After the equals, you want to right click and paste the link to the required resource pack. We ourselves have uploaded that file to our Dropbox, so if you'd like you can use our link, it'll be in the description. Alternatively though, you can upload the resource pack to any website that supports creations of hotlinks and put your own hotlink into the Server.properties file. Before continuing, make sure to press Save File to confirm the changes, and then all you have to do is log into your server to experience the new additions. You can do this by heading to the dashboard and copying the host name. Afterwards, quickly launch your Minecraft application, and when it's open, head to the multiplayer section. Click Add Server, and in the server address section, paste the host name. When you join the server, you'll be prompted with this pop-up asking if you want to download and install the required texture pack. We recommend pressing yes, so every time you join the server in the future, it'll be automatically enabled. Well, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more from our channel. Thank you for watching.